Okay, I trimmed the piece. I went ahead and mounted it on the inside, so I've got it there. One thing I've discovered in doing this, and it takes longer, but it gives, I think, a little better result, is when I end up gluing one flat plane at a time. And I was going to kind of show you what I'm talking about. The reason being is that that typically, to make sure you don't have any bubbles or any imperfections and creases, so the best way of doing it is kind of just every time on these pieces that have multiple planes, this one's ends up 1, 2, 3, 4, I just do each plane. Now the disadvantage of doing that is the fact now what's going to happen is it takes you longer because you have to let the glue dry. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply onto this next plane. This has already been glued, the glue has been applied and is dry. So let's go ahead and we'll do this. I find these foam brushes work very well. Sometimes I can use Mr. Clean sponges when I'm like doing a little touch-up, because you can cut it, but you can do the same with this too. Actually, you can just cut the tip however you need to do it. So again, I don't need to apply it to here. I've already done it and it's already dried. So now I'll go ahead and apply it to this one and I'll show you. Again, the idea is you're trying to give yourself time, and I have done it where I've done more than one plane and it works. But again, I'm trying to, the reason I'm doing it this way is for instructional purposes, and I think I get a better result. So I've done a few tolex jobs and amps and so on, and I feel like I end up getting a better result in doing it this way. And again, this is a special case, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. Okay, now we've got that plane dried. I'm not dry. So now I was going to show you also what you can do if you want to hurry up the adhesive drying. What you can do, apologize for this disembodied voice here, then the next thing you can do is you can end up using a heat gun, or you can use or what you can also use is a hair dryer. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you, these work great. These are from Oriental Takeout. Put the glue in here, and what it does is it prevents the glue from evaporating, drying out while I'm working with it. So the glue I get comes like this in a gallon container, so I just pour what I need. The other thing I use too is this right here with my roller, and I can use a little sponge roller, and it works, foam roller, excuse me, and it works really good for spreading on large surfaces. Like that's how I did this. Okay, so now what we're going to do, hopefully I won't blow a breaker here, we'll find out. This right here, you just take it, and what it will do, especially on the small area, this is not very big, it will end up, let's see something here. And again, we want the glue to be clear. So we put that, I don't like, this is hot, I don't like getting it too close to the tolex because it will distort the tolex. But I wanted to go ahead and just show you, I'm not going to dry it all the way. To just kind of show you how it works. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to now turn this off, and then we'll come back once it's dry.